you g'day. Once again out at Kahuterawa Reserve, and Christmas has come early this year because we had a few things arrive. For example, this lovely tarp from 3FUL, 3FUL gear, and actually ordered this from Aliexpress, but it's from the official 3FUL shop on Aliexpress. And when you get it, you actually get a verification tag with it to show that it's really one of their products. And you go online to 3fulgear.com and put in the number, and it will tell you if it's a verified product or not, and this is indeed a verified 3FUL gear tarp. I chose this because Andy over at Kent Survival has a similar one, and has actually said they're very, very good. So on the strength of his recommendation, that he's been using one for a number of years, I thought I will get this. Put up a picture of the 3FUL gear tarp compared to the other 3 metre by 3 metre tarps, and you can see on the left is the original camouflage tarp that came with the Aliexpress Hammock. Basically it is not seam sealed, and I don't know how waterproof it is. That's obviously the smallest and lightest. The 3FUL gear hammock tarp it's hard to tell from the picture, but it's about half the height when rolled up as the awesome tarp to its right, and bulkiest by far is the DD Hammock's 3 metre by 3 metre tarp. So now we're going to try out the tarp and a few other bits and pieces of Tegan's hammock gear. Right, now here's Tegan with her new guy line that we got the other week.
Wow. Jeepers.
Clip it onto there. Up a bit, you want it eye height, not too low.
You remember that I'm short.
Yeah, you're not that short.
A little bit.
Right, and here we go. Putting it up round the end. Yep. And get your, pull it tight, cinch it, use the mechanical advantage it has to, yep, now lock it and then around. Yep, and there we go, all set up. This is the setup of the purple and the yellow, Tegan's favourite colours. Got the tarp clipped onto the plastic knot, and then Tegan can just carefully, don't run your finger along the actual ridge line, hold on to the,
yeah, otherwise you kind of get rope burn.
Otherwise you'll get rope burn, yes. So carefully pull the plastic along without giving yourself rope burn on the ridge line. Yep, you can pull it right out, tighten it, yep, make it nice and tight, yeah. There we go. And now looking at the tarp. We have the reinforcing points and the stitching. Look, there's these beautiful reinforced points here. It's got a reflective inner, and the corners reinforcing points, and it seems to be all nicely sealed there. Double stitching all the way along the outer seams, and if we look up in here we can clearly see that the ridgeline seam has been taped and waterproofed, unlike the tarp that came with the cheap hammock that we bought. But this has got numerous tie-outs around the edges. so it makes it easy to set it up in a number of configurations. Okay, for setting it up in the porch mode, the corner loops aren't as big as the others, so they won't go around the hand grips. So what I've done is I've pushed the foot through the loops and clipped the guide onto that. But that gives us the porch mode set up. Another thing that arrived recently was some lighten up daisy chain tree straps that I ordered from Aliexpress. They are polyester strap, got 20 loops plus the end loop. They apparently are about 290 to 300 centimetres or 2.9 to 3 metres long. Very robust. Check the stitching, looks very good. Because they are polyester, they won't stretch like nylon does. And they are rated to 1,200 pounds, or just roughly half of that is 600 kilos, well a bit less because it's 2.2 pounds to the kilo. And these should do quite nicely for Tegan's hammock, to replace the ones that came with the hammock that were long, but they only had 4 or 5 loops at the very end. They weren't particularly useful. These, on the other hand, will enable us to set up the tarp a lot better, the hammock a lot better. Right, so as I was showing you with the other one, you pass it around the tree and then you drop the free end down through this loop, and you want the loop to sit on the side that it's coming out. If you bring it round here and you pull on it, you see you're putting a lot of stress on that loop there. Whereas if you bring it round here, its friction with the tree is putting the most grab on it, and the loop is just basically stopping it from falling down. And there we go. Here's the last thing we've done. I've got a drawstring bag similar to the one that I bought for the kids' gear bags, and I've modified the end so that the end of Tegan's hammock comes through it. This end is going to be the right hand side as facing the hammock, so it should be around that way. And there's the other end coming out there. What this enables us to do is deploy the hammock quickly and then stuff it back in quickly again afterwards. So now we clip the end carabiner onto the hammock, unfill the hammock, and here it is with the other end clipped onto the other whoopee sling. Now it can be adjusted. Last but by no means least, we have the Subito underquilt, also purchased from Aliexpress, clipped up on that end. We have the elasticated shock cord there. What I've done here is tied the free end of the whoopee sling onto there so it forms a drip line. And again, down to this end, clipped on there, and there is the complete setup. And so here we have the Aliexpress hammock revisited. Almost everything involved in it was purchased from Aliexpress. The 3UL gear tarp, the hammock itself, the underquilt, the tree straps, the hiking poles that are holding up the corners of the tarp, and the only things that aren't Aliexpress gear is the structural ridgeline made of Dyneema that I made myself, and the whoopee slings, and the little gear organiser bag, both of which came from One Wind. So although it's in China, the One Wind gear, like the 3FUL gear, is a proper brand rather than a generic one. But as far as a generic hammock goes, this is quite good. But what am I doing sitting out? This is Tegan's hammock, so I'll get her to give it a go, since this is what she'll be sleeping in next time we go camping. Okay, so hammock all set up, and what do you reckon of it, Tegan?
It's good, it's comfy. I'd sleep here.
10 out of 10 would sleep again, you reckon? Yep. It's you feel the warmth against your back with the underquilt.
I have a great snooze here.
Yeah.
Comfy.
I know. And you can notice how if you lie diagonally across it, you can lie pretty much dead flat. It's up to you whether or not when you sit on it you put your head back towards the back and your feet out the front, or swing your feet across to the back and put your head out the front. It all depends on how. Also, it's up to you whether or not you sleep with your head down that end or this end. I mean, I normally sleep with my head down that side, but that's because of the way I like lying in bed. But you can get yourself comfy however you like in the hammock. The only thing to make sure of is that that end there is always down there, so that you can know what side the zipper's on. One thing we discovered the other day though, you can actually take the zip right off. Well, not right off, but you can actually move the thing down and tie it back out of the way.
That's when all the mosquitoes get you.
That's when there's no mosquitoes to worry about and you just want to chillax in the hammock. Ah, there she is. Right. Last and by no means least, we have the Subito underquilt, also purchased from Aliexpress.
What are these spiders?
Okay, so I'll put up a picture of the current I'll put up a picture of the 3FUL gear hammock compared to the other 3 metre by 3 metre hammocks. You can see to the left of the picture is the original camouflage tarp. I said hammock, didn't I? What a fucking idiot. So I'll put the I should have put the I'm an idiot. It's the last thing we've done. Somebody with a twin cab pickup, arrogant sod, making a lot of noise. Surprise, surprise. Right, so that wraps it up for today, and we will see you next time.